Cool. Is everyone on mute? Cool. All right, are we ready?
Yep.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for your time today. We are the team that's been assigned to analyse some of the issues that Care4All is having, and we are looking to help with some recommendations, an implementation plan, and options for solving these issues that we've identified. So our team today is Karishma, myself, Madeline, Naveen, Rebecca, Suman, and James. So I'll hand over to Rebecca now to kick us off, and thank you.
I just wanted to echo what Maddie's sentiments. So we're grateful for the executive team to allow us to present today. We're part of the program leader management group of Care4All, and our intention with this presentation is to prepare for the major bid to gain continued funding. What we've done is we've undergone an internal review of the regional healthcare group to uncover key issues, recommendations, and an implementation plan that the team will share with you today. Our collective aim is really to have a strong and productive teams and team members ready to act once we do gain future funding. So this is our organisational structure, as everyone knows quite well. Under each of the leaders, we have countless project members and team leads. So the real purpose of this project is to undergo and really analyse what internal issues our team members are facing and how we can help combat these and make sure it doesn't affect any future funding opportunities. So one of the key issues, so we're going to go through 3 key issues. The first one is our poor performance that we have and we're seeing in some of the project areas. Where we uncovered some of the causes. 2 of the key causes were around team size. So many of the teams range from 4 to 15 members and vary. We're increasing their workload and decreasing it without much forward notice. And we also have people moving around from team to team, so we're lacking that stability within our teams. The pandemic has been a cause of this for sure, and we're seeing increased sick leave and travel restrictions within employees. So that actually is decreasing the performance. So when we look at some actions and recommendations, we're looking at reviewing our team size and getting that stable, recommending between 5 and 9 members per team, working on our work breakdown structures so our work packages are in more manageable pieces, and partnering up new members with each other so we can help with any conflict. I'll hand it over to Saman.
Saman, sorry, you're just on mute.
Thank you, Beck. Sorry for that. Issues and causes. Communication problem appears to have caused teams dispute. The team does not communicate about difficulties that are developing, and as a result, even minor problems become out of hand and have far-reaching consequences by the time they are handled. Generational difference and cultural diversity are 2 important factors that contribute to inability to communicate effectively. Members of the team from various cultural backgrounds have different ideas and upbringings. There may be a discrepancy between what is said and what is perceived because of one's experience and cultural background. Anger and resentiments can fester as a result of faulty communications. Regional healthcare groups' performance could be harmed if this adds gasoline to the fire already raging there. As a result of lack of staff due to small budget, heaping work on those who are available might impede communications. A communication gap occurs when one is overworked and unable to participate in the process of exchanging ideas because of shortage of resources. Team ability to hire and retain qualified personnel suffers, and action plans will be more communication is made possible by smaller staff. The size of teams should be kept to minimum to prevent information from being lost or the project from falling behind schedules. Interacting between one another should be promoted among team members as a part of regional healthcare group's project overall strategy. And technology management is to be included. Steps will be taken to correct any problems that have been discovered in project's design. And after this goes to Naveen. Thank you.
Thanks, Suman. We're talking about issue number 3, which is a lack of positive team culture. Some of the causes for this is obviously, has been previously mentioned, COVID-19. We have funding uncertainty, which leads to staff being moved constantly and having changing teams. We've got long-standing and new employees. So there's been high turnover, and so that sort of communication between new and old employees. And then we also have a head office, which is based in Melbourne, but we work in remote areas. So some of the actions that we've taken is to acknowledge the challenges of COVID-19, include training and orientation for both managers and staff around areas such as conflict, goals of the organization, goals of the teams, trust, and also having values and behavior that's being led by the executive to ensure that the values and behaviors that we're looking for an organization creates one organization. I'll now pass to Karishma for recommendations.
Thanks, Naveen. So to address the issues identified, we have following recommendations. So number 1 is improved communication channels. For that, we will have to reduce team size to 5 to 9 members, implement work breakdown structures and work into more manageable pieces, partner up the new members with each others to help with the conflict if possible, and important to reflect important to effectively use the technology available. And also the number 2 is motivations and reward structures, training in how to work in an effective virtual team, set goals in the forming stage, set clear goals for each team members, and Alina needs to monitor these goals closely. Cultural diversity training rewarded by providing incentives. And number 3 is technology management plan. Scheduling regular online meetings and emails will create a supporting e-community. The use of cloud-based social media tools will enhance the seamless collaborations and real-time data sharing during meetings. A shared culture is created through collaborations and enhances the trust between the team members. Thank you so much. I'll pass it to James now.
Thank you for that. So for our implementation, first we will develop an implementation plan. This implementation plan will consist of creating a timeline, a sequence of tasks to be implemented, creating a finance plan, and a risk and contingency plan. The timeline for completing this project is a maximum of 2 months. Clear roles will be set for each team member so the team can meet the organisation goals within the time frame. The team will assess the feasibility of the plan, agree to it, and will renew it on a continuous basis. Thank you, Maddie.
Thanks all. So just to conclude this, we hope this presentation has provided greater confidence for the executive team to secure that funding in delivering these programs to regional areas of Australia. So we would love it if we could invest more into the rewards and recognition programs through proper training, as well as developing avenues for more grants and partnerships, as well as more support to set clear goals for each team member according to our implementation plan, and monitoring these goals closely to improve the motivation of the team. and also confirming the timeline, that 2-month timeline is correct and exactly what we need to get this all done. And so we want to make sure that these tasks are completed in the appropriate timeline. Thank you all for your time, and we appreciate your support. Okay.